Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel. You're welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. And I would advise you to smash the subscribe button because I'll be releasing educational updates about admission, how to gain admission, and how to work in live a balanced life when you are in school and so on, so that you can be able to become an all-round successful student. Now, today we want to look at how to score 290 plus in jamb. How you can be able to score 290 plus in jamb. Are you a jambite? You have written jamb maybe for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or you have even been written for 5 years, or this is your first time of writing. Now, thank God you are seeing this video, and I believe as you watch this video, your life will remain the same. Now, I want to look at what you need to do if you want to score high. You want to score high in your jump. You want to score from 290 plus, which can be able to make you to stand on a high queue when you are applying for admission. All right, let me walk through you it as we start now. Now, the first thing you would do when you are preparing for your jump is that you need to start early. You start early. How do you start early? First of all, you get the necessary materials you need. Now, some people say they are preparing for jump, they don't get a textbook, they are just relying on the notebook they use while in secondary school. Let me tell you, the notebook you use while in secondary school, some of the things there, some topics your teachers skipped them, maybe because there was no enough time for them to um write the note and explain it to you, so they skipped it. So the textbooks are number one parameter you need. So if you don't know the textbook for you, what you need to prepare, the textbooks you need, I've made a video on the textbooks you will need to prepare. Just check this and you get it. Now, you get the textbook, both the textbooks and your pencil, your pen and the writing materials, your calculator, and everything you know you will need. Get them ready. Now, after you get everything, after you have gotten your material, the next thing you have to do is you draft a workable timetable. Now, some of us are working. Some of you may be working, or you may be a student right now, and you may not have all the time to be struggling. So you get a workable timetable, a timetable that you can be able to use. You can be able to stick to it, because not only drafting a timetable, you get a workable one, the one you can be able to adapt to, the one you can be able to fit yourself into, that you will not skip any um a subject. Maybe assuming, okay, I say today is Monday. I'm going to study biology. Okay, biology by 8 p.m. Okay, after studying biology by 8 p.m., then I'll move to physics and then move to chemistry. I'll rest. Some other persons, their own may not be like that. So you choose the kind of timetable that works for you and follow it. Now, number three, what you start doing now after you have gotten your timetable, you have drafted your timetable, is to start reading, start preparing. I will advise you to start preparing for your jump 6 months before then. If you are watching this video now, this is October. You have November, you have December, you have January, you have February. So if you can even start preparing now, you have 4 months to prepare for the jump. 4 months. If you can prepare, but at least 6 months, 3 months, or 1 month. You don't just go wake up one morning and say you want to start preparing for jam when it's 2 days. No, you prepare early. You start ahead of time to prepare. You prepare very, very early. You start early so that by the time you start going through the topics, some of the topics are 42 topics. Some textbooks have 42 topics, some have 40 topics. You can go through all the topics, and when the jam is approaching, by the time they give the jam timetable, you have gone far. So when the jam registration starts, what you just need to be doing is now revision. So you start early, you start preparing early for at least 3 months, 6 months. Now, as you are preparing, as you are reading, you recall actively. you recall actively. You don't read your textbook like you are reading a novel. You read with understanding. You read with what you have in mind. Now you pick your textbook. When you get your textbook, you open the book and then you look at the objective. By the end of this lesson, I should be able to learn this. Okay, by the end of this lesson, I should be able to know Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's third law of motion, impulse, momentum, and so on. So depending on the subject you are studying, you look at the learning objective. What am I supposed to know? You look at the learning objective, what you're supposed to know, you get that. Once you have gotten that, you study with JAM syllabus. JAM releases syllabus and you study with that JAM syllabus. Maybe I want to study linear momentum, I go to JAM syllabus. What are the things I need to know? That's the objective I'm talking about. So after studying, you actively recall, okay, I've studied Newton's first law of motion. Okay, now I can now ask myself, what is Newton's first law of motion? With that, I can be able to retain it in my brain. Tomorrow, I'll come back to it. After tomorrow, next 2 days. After next 2 days, next 4 days, next 8 days, next 1 month. And with that, you can be able to recall and not forget what you have studied. Because one thing is studying, and number one thing is remembering what you have studied. Now, after that, the next thing you have to do, you have to avoid something that eats student up. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp. You have to avoid social media distraction when you are preparing for jam. You have to, everybody wants to enjoy themselves. They like pleasure. Now when you allow the pleasure to overwhelm you, it's going to distract you and not allow you to focus and do your work. So my advice for you is, when you are preparing for jam, you get your phone far away from you. In fact, when you are studying, you don't use an Android phone as your touchlight. Or if you don't have solar, you don't have any sort of electricity, use an ordinary phone, that button phone. Use it to prepare, so that you don't start going to your WhatsApp, going to your Facebook, and before then you just distract yourself. Now, another thing you have to do, very, very crucial something, is past questions and answers. Study with past questions. After you must have studied, you've studied a particular topic, you move to the past question. Okay, you look at the past question and you get questions that have been asked, that jam has asked on that particular topic, and you try solving them. Maybe peradventure you get to a question that you can't solve. What you have to do is go back to the textbook and restudy it again. That shows you have not understood that topic very, very well. Now, if you can be able to do this and prepare, you stay focused and you stay consistently. You study every day. You don't study one day on, one day off. If you want to study and prepare to ace your jam, to score above 290, you must prepare every day. 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 You read and study every day. With that, I promise you, you're going to ace jam. See you in my next video, and I believe you're going to make me proud in your jam. Like I said before, smash the subscribe button to see when I've given a new update. Thank you.